All right. Hello, everybody. Scottish James here today. It's not even a Scottish accent. Today, let's see. Well, we're gonna pick up where we left off, which was writing our population test. But well, I'm kind of getting that lettered up. Let's go ahead and chat for a moment. We'll start the server. Foreman start procfile.dev. I have to spell foreman right. Foreman. Wait a minute, am I? Because there's no E at the end. Unless we're in our RSpec where we have a bunch of failing tests. A bunch of failing tests. Wow, that's a lot of failing tests there. And we're going to open up our code here. Oh, you can't even see my screen. Everything's set up now. Perfect. All right, so we have some pending tests, but really we have a couple of failing tests. But what's interesting is these are two different places. But we only have one population spec. Oh, let's investigate. Population spec. Oh. Population set default values. Oh, it doesn't like this. Well, of course it doesn't. That's very strange. I think we're just going to, instead of looping through and doing this weird thing, we're just going to keep it the old-fashioned way. Self.happiness equals, oh, how did that happen? Equals something like that. And we'll say this for intelligence and freedom and spirituality. Actually, let's just run the whole thing again. Oh god. RSpec, please, thank you. Okay, so that fixed all of those issues with the proper things. Now, undefined method required attribute for population. Required attribute equals. What are we talking about there? Required. What do you mean a required attribute? Oh. Placed with an actual required attribute. It is not valid without a required attribute. What is this test I have here? Describe it is valid with valid attributes. Sure. Okay, I'm not sure what this. So for example, 2 equal, but we actually want it to be not equal. We want it to why are we calling that there? This is such a weird test. Okay, let's just do this. And we want this to we want our expectation to be between a certain value here. Processing. There we go. I thought there was a delay, but my hand wasn't going up fast enough. To write RSpec expectation that tests if a value I don't know why I should not speak in accents. There we go. Be between. This is all I needed. Oh god, I don't need a whole essay. Yes. And we expect it to be between 25 and 75. Yes, that's actually correct. This is silly. I'm not sure. Well, I guess we do need to run that test because what we're actually testing there is just to ensure that the update values method is working on create, which it appears it is. Right. Okay, now this is just our very basic population spec. Nothing to write home about, really. That's basically all we needed it to do. We have all these other models with tests that aren't even in there yet. I think what we had decided to do was to spend some time on the population models. Because one thing, we had done the original population model. Yeah. I know I should probably just get this working. Calculating income. But on the other hand, we fundamentally want to change how money works. I'm thinking about what I really want to do here. Because I don't know what I want to do here. A lot of directions we can go in. And it's been a couple of days. I've been so busy the last couple of days. I had to jump back in. Well, one thing I was going to do is put a lot of these methods into a new model, so that the population model is really just focused on basically this, and all this other stuff. It would still have a progress method, but all this other stuff would be other models. I wonder if a better way of organizing this would actually be to, oh, this is the OG. Make some folders. So we would, inside of here, make a folder called population. There's not in our spec. Oh, maybe we'd have to move those around, but I meant in here. Population. Oh, cool. Yes. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do then. So, if we were to run a migration Rails G model, sorry, not a migration, would I say population slash happiness? No. Module population class happiness. Yoshi model population. I don't know how we would do it. Cool. That's sort of what we had just imagined, actually. Rails G model. Oh my god, what are you talking about? How could you possibly have more to talk about? Now I have the hiccups. Population. Happiness. So unfortunately the didn't work. Oh, it did. Happiness. Oh, that in the spec file, great. Anyway, back up to the model. And it's just following the same thing here. Population happiness. But it actually does module population class happiness. And I'm kind of curious. What is the difference between the class you wrote above with module population and what is generated by the generator? I'm hoping no difference, and I could use either. I'm just curious. I'm learning. The difference to using data sources is subtle but important in terms of organization. Okay. When you use the Rails generator with namespacing, it creates the model class like this. Oh my god, dude! Why? Why does it do that? It's just stop scrolling when I don't want you to scroll, bro. And then ChatGPT just talks and talks and talks. The syntax is concise and is typically preferred in Rails applications when the nesting isn't very deep. The manual approach to defining module and then a class inside looks like this. In this version, you explicitly define the population module and then define happiness class inside it. This approach is more verbose but can be clearer, especially in cases where the namespace module might also contain some methods, constants, or other class definitions. Yes, it's particularly useful when the namespace is shared across multiple parts of your application. So, I think the way to go is like this. So if we were to go to population happiness, for example, Oh god, look at this gigantic thing we're pasting in here now. What the heck? Okay. Delta, you mean change in happiness? Why did it write delta? To be cool? To feel like I'm smart? It's really just change in happiness. I guess delta means change in whatever it is shorter. So we have to pull in the treasury and the population. Self-set nation. I don't like the way this method is written. Can this be refactored? I don't like the readability of it. So I'll just have ChatGPT rewrite the whole game for us. Uh-oh. She's frozen. Oh, now she doesn't want to scroll? I hate this app. Yeah, your population task can be refactored for improved readability and maintainability. Oh, so now it doesn't want to auto scroll. I swear to God, dude, this app drives me nuts. Whenever I'm trying to read something up here, it auto scrolls. Whenever I'm down at the bottom, it just sits there. These are a bunch of methods. Okay, so she's broken it up into multiple smaller methods. Okay, she's really talking a lot here. The key areas of focus and refactoring should be simplifying complex methods, extracting repeated logic, and improving readability. Just kind of curious, and I want to compare here. Treasury, population, infrastructure, tax impact. Okay. Oh, I see what they've done. Yes. Yeah. Why do we have it like that? That's so weird. This makes far more sense. Sorry, before we actually do this, I forgot we need to make a commit. Git add population. Git add schema. Git add spec models population spec. Git commit. Generate population model pass tests validations test. Okay, now we are free to move on. Whatever it is we were doing over here. So this is just a little bit more clean and easy to read. We set what the treasury is and what the population, infrastructure, and public service is. We are then going to sum up the tax, density, and crime. If we look at the tax impact, originally we had said, okay, let's get an average tax rate. It's actually, oh wow, that's business tax, economy tax. What is this? Look at all this if logic. Instead, we've broken that into other things. I like that. It's so much more readable. I like this, what's it's done here. So here we have now just broken down. So we sum up the different impacts. We determine that their density, supported density equals infrastructure density. Okay, we've done some fancy logic here for density impact. Density. Density divided by 3 minus equals 1. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's cool. Crime impact. This is much simpler to read. The percent of crime, which we get here, if it's greater than, yeah, same sort of thing. Cool. Then back here in our private methods, where we get the average tax rate. Interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna stream later. I think I'm too tired to stream right now. I'd rather do the rest of this off stream because it's more thinking, and then we'll come back and do some fun stuff. But mostly what I'm thinking right now as well is well, I definitely want to change some things given the feedback we have in the Discord. Money is worthless. Actually, you know what? I want to show you guys something. Because Greater Canton and the community built this pretty awesome website here. And he's tracking the different resources, exchange rates, depending on the trade data. Now, we've already discussed how we could go to /trades.json to see all of the trade data in JSON format for the last 30 days, starting a week ago. Wow, so there's going to be a lot more data coming through. That's cool. And he's using that data with Google Sheets and then Google Sites, presenting it here. And this is supposed to sort of give prices. There we go. So obviously these are NA because stone to stone is a 1-to-1 ratio. So wood to stone is an 82-to-1 ratio. Pretty interesting. Plastic is $353 million. So yeah, the community really threw this all together. It's quite cool. Now, probably going to. This is also the same community member who makes the map. So he maintains a map because we don't have maps yet in the game, but he's been maintaining this map here, which is pretty neat. Pretty cool. The link is in the Discord and the general channel, so you guys can check it out. But anyway, on that note, money is pretty worthless in the game because it's so heavily inflated. You know, you click the next button and you suddenly made $100 trillion, and nothing really costs anything. Resources is where it's at when it comes to money, or when it comes to value trading. Nobody's really trading dollars for anything, and that's like $400 million for some steel or whatever. So there's that. And as I'm rebuilding the API, what I really should do is really build the API as a better version of the old API of the old game, and then go in and start making changes. And a part of me wants to just make changes now. I should not do that. I should not do that, because that's going to add so much complexity. I should just continue to. Wow, this microphone stand, really? If it's at a certain height, it just falls down on its own. So much for that. Anyway, so I'm gonna end the stream because I'm just so tired right now. I don't know why. I need to go to the gym. That's why I haven't gone to the gym enough this week to keep me awake. get my energy. But in the future, we definitely want money to be valuable. And we can't do that when it's so heavily inflated. It's basically useless. And I think we need to earn, oh my god, imagine if we had to earn influence in a different way. Well, as the game switches to a more real-time version, players will be rewarded 1 influence per day for free. And then we'll have to come up with a kind of a fun mechanism or gameplay to earn more influence. It's coming together. It'll come together. So I'm taking in your guys' feedback. Okay. Thank you all. I'll probably stream later. We'll see. I need to get the energy up. But I will talk to you all soon. If you are watching this and you're not in the Discord, there's a lot more conversation going on in the Discord. So you can find the Discord link on the website, on the BitNations website on the homepage, or under one of the sections somewhere. I guess, well, now I'm kind of curious where can you find it? Obviously the homepage here, Discord, Twitch, whatever, Twitter. But within the game guide will also provide you with those links. So join the conversation, as they say. And our Twitter, since Twitter became X, we don't really get a lot of engagement anymore. Until I tweeted today that we don't get any engagement, and then that gave us some engagement. All right. I'm in the stream. I will see you all later.